Welcome back. Today, we're diving into the exciting world of the Roosevelt I dime, a small but mighty coin that has surprised collectors and investors around the globe with its astonishing market value. If you think dimes are just pocket change, think again, because in today's action-packed collector's market, certain Roosevelt dimes have become some of the most sought-after and valuable coins you can own. We're going to unveil the top 10 most valuable Roosevelt dime rare coins that are making headlines and commanding top dollar. So whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just stepping into the world of coin collecting, this video will give you the knowledge and inspiration you need to hunt down the dimes that could change your financial future. Let's get started. First up, the incredible Roosevelt I dime from 1967, without a mint mark, in extra fine condition. If you're holding on to one of these, or you're lucky enough to come across one, you may be sitting on a hidden gem worth much more than just 10 cents. So stay with us as we uncover its powerful history, what makes it uniquely valuable, why it's in such high demand today, and how it's performing in the booming collectible coin market. The story of the Roosevelt dime is one that combines history, patriotism, and deep American pride. First introduced in 1946 to honor the legacy of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, the dime was a tribute to a leader who guided the nation through the Great Depression and World War II. By 1967, the coin had become a staple of American currency. However, due to specific changes in minting processes during this time, 1967 dimes did not carry any mint marks, a detail that might seem small but actually contributes to its unique desirability today. This era marked a major shift in the U.S. coinage system, following the Coinage Act of 1965, when the U.S. Mint removed silver from dimes and quarters. So, although the 1967 dime is made of a clad composition, it still holds great historical and collectible value thanks to its transitionary significance and iconic presidential design. What makes the 1967 Roosevelt dime without a mint mark stand out is its elegant design and the context in which it was produced. The obverse features a strong and bold profile of President Roosevelt, sculpted by John R. Sinek, while the reverse showcases a torch flanked by olive and oak branches, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength. But beyond the design, it's the no mint mark factor, combined with the grade of the coin, especially in extra fine condition, that sends collectors racing. While many 1967 dimes were circulated heavily, finding one that has retained sharp detail, minimal wear, and excellent eye appeal is truly special. These qualities elevate the coin from a simple old dime to a rare and valued collectible. In terms of rarity and condition, extra fine examples of the 1967 Roosevelt dime are not something you come across every day. Due to their widespread circulation and the lack of mint marks to differentiate their origins, tracking down a well-preserved specimen is a challenge. Coins graded as extra fine exhibit only light wear on the high points of the design, crisp edges, and clean surfaces, a combination that fuels intense collector interest. The demand for these dimes is growing rapidly as more enthusiasts enter the market, searching for affordable yet rare coins with high investment potential. The fact that these coins bridge the gap between historical significance and modern collecting trends makes them a hot item in today's numismatic world. Now let's talk money. The current market value of a 1967 Roosevelt dime without a mint mark in extra fine condition can be a pleasant surprise for anyone who thinks dimes are just pocket change. Depending on the coin's exact condition, luster, and eye appeal, prices for these coins at auctions and online platforms are rising. In today's action-packed coin market, these dimes can fetch anywhere from $475,000, especially if they feature exceptional preservation, attractive toning, or rare striking errors. Certain examples with full bands or near uncirculated qualities can easily spark bidding wars among collectors. The truth is, with increasing awareness of this coin's significance, prices are only expected to grow. For collectors and investors alike, the 1967 Roosevelt dime without a mint mark is a must-have for any serious US coin collection. If you're looking to add one to your collection, always focus on condition. The closer to uncirculated, the better. Search coin rolls, old family collections, and estate sales because these treasures often hide in plain sight. And if you're selling, ensure your coin is properly graded and presented, as that small effort can lead to a big payday. Holding onto this dime isn't just about history, it's about long-term value. The Roosevelt dime from 1967 represents a turning point in US minting, and collectors everywhere know its importance is only rising. In conclusion, the 1967 Roosevelt one dime without a mint mark in extra fine condition is not just a coin. It's a valuable slice of American history and a sought-after prize in the modern collector's world. Its historical roots, combined with unique minting quirks and growing market interests, make it one of the most exciting coins to own right now. Whether you're a passionate coin enthusiast or just stepping into the world of numismatics, this dime is proof that even the smallest coins can carry the biggest stories and the biggest returns. Keep your eyes open, keep collecting, and remember your next big treasure might be hiding in your change jar. Next up, the Roosevelt one dime from 1969 with the D mint mark, especially those found in color-shaded condition. These special dimes are now becoming stars in auctions and collectors' showcases due to their distinct features and soaring market value. If you're a coin enthusiast or even someone new to numismatics, this is a coin you must know about, because its value is climbing fast and the demand is red hot. Let's first understand the history and background of this iconic coin. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946 to honor the late President Franklin D. Roosevelt, a beloved leader and the driving force behind the March of Dimes campaign to fight polio. This design replaced the mercury dime and has since become a staple of US coinage. The 1969 version of this dime carries the legacy forward during a transformative period in American history. Minted at the Denver Mint, the 1969 D Roosevelt dime came at a time when coin composition and striking standards were evolving, making it an era known for subtle, often collectible mint variations. What makes the 1969 D Roosevelt dime stand out even more is its unique feature, the color shade condition. This occurs due to a variety of factors such as plankett toning, environmental exposure, or even the chemical reactions that naturally develop over time. Some examples exhibit deep rainbow hues, coppery tones, or golden glows, setting them apart from the usual silver-gray appearance. These color-shaded dimes are visually stunning, highly distinguishable, and sought after by advanced collectors who value both rarity and beauty. When you combine a strong strike from the Denver Mint with a naturally toned surface, you're looking at a standout piece. Now, let's talk about rarity and condition, which directly influence collector demand. A 1969 D Roosevelt dime in typical circulated condition might not raise eyebrows, but when you find one with a natural and vivid color shade, preserved in extra fine or uncirculated condition, its status transforms entirely. These toned dimes are not only rare due to the unusual coloring, but also because very few have survived in such exceptional quality over 5 decades. When it comes to the current market value in dollars, the numbers are impressive and continue to rise. Regular 1969 D dimes may be worth face value, but color-shaded and extra-fine to mint-state specimens are completely different. These coins have recently fetched anywhere from $500,000, and in exceptional cases, prices have reached over $800,000 in public and private sales. High-grade, color-toned Roosevelt dimes have caught the attention of both US and international collectors, making them one of the hottest coins in the modern market right now. Every month, these coins are setting new records, a clear sign of their explosive growth potential. For those looking to build a solid collection or even invest in numismatic assets, here are some pro tips for collectors. Always look closely at Roosevelt dimes from 1969 D in your collection or change jar. Use a magnifying glass to check for natural color variations. If you spot tones of blue, violet, orange, or gold, and the coin appears to be in extra fine or better condition, Do not overlook it, store it safely, and consider getting it professionally graded. Auctions and online markets such as eBay, Heritage, and Great Collections have seen intense bidding wars over these beauties. And remember, certified coins always carry a premium, so authentication can significantly boost your profit if you decide to sell. In conclusion, the 1969 D Roosevelt 1 dime in color-shaded condition is far more than just small change. It's a rare and visually striking treasure that is highly in demand in today's collector market. With its historical significance, unique natural toning, limited supply in high-grade form, and impressive auction value, this coin is a true standout in the world of American coin collecting. Whether you're a hobbyist or a seasoned investor, this is one coin you should not overlook. Next up, the 1971 Roosevelt 1 dime without a mint mark in very good condition. This coin is not just a piece of American history, but it's becoming a highly sought-after gem in today's collector market. With demand rising and market value climbing, now is the perfect time to discover why this coin is creating so much buzz among collectors and investors alike. Let's begin with the powerful story behind the Roosevelt dime. Introduced in 1946, the Roosevelt dime was created to honor Franklin D. Roosevelt, a leader who not only guided America through the Great Depression and World War II, but also played a pivotal role in founding the March of Dimes to combat polio. The dime became a symbol of strength, unity, and public health. By the time we reached the year 1971, this coin had become a mainstay in every American's pocket. Yet among the millions produced, a select few carry an extraordinary value today, especially those without any mint mark. Now, let's talk about what makes the 1971 Roosevelt dime without a mint mark so unique and valuable. But due to the rise in interest for mint varieties and mint mark errors, collectors have begun focusing more on such distinctions. The 1971 dime without a mint mark, when found in very good or better condition, becomes a standout piece because of its historical context, strong strike, and sometimes even subtle variances in die characteristics. These dimes can showcase sharp details, strong facial features of Roosevelt, and crisp rims, making them incredibly desirable to those who value eye appeal and clean surfaces. One of the strongest reasons for its growing popularity is its rarity in collectible condition. While the coin was mass-produced, finding a 1971 Roosevelt dime without a mint mark that has been preserved in very good condition or higher is not as easy as it seems. Circulation wear has damaged many of these coins, making pristine or near-pristine examples harder to come by, and that's where the magic happens. Because collectors are constantly searching for better condition coins to complete their sets, demand for these well-preserved dimes is skyrocketing. Coins with strong luster, minimal scratches, and sharp details can command significant attention and draw in impressive prices at auctions and private sales. Speaking of value, let's get into what everyone wants to know. How much is this coin worth in today's market? While a typical circulated Roosevelt dime may only be worth face value, the 1971 no mint mark dime in very good condition can fetch prices ranging from $50,000, depending on condition, with some higher graded examples reaching over $700,000 or more if the coin has brilliant eye appeal, sharp detail, or interesting die features. And in rare cases of proof-like condition or near uncirculated examples, collectors have paid several $100s just to add a premium piece to their portfolio. The more perfect the condition, the higher the price tag, and demand is growing year after year. If you are a coin collector or even just starting your journey in numismatics, here are a few golden tips to keep in mind. First, always check your change. You never know when a valuable Roosevelt dime might show up in your pocket. Secondly, learn how to properly grade coins and preserve them. Use soft gloves, acid-free holders, and avoid cleaning coins to maintain their natural surface condition. Third, stay informed by following the coin market, attending coin shows, and joining collector forums. The more knowledge you have, the more equipped you'll be to spot true value when you see it. And finally, never underestimate the power of a small coin. The 1971 Roosevelt dime may look ordinary, but in the right condition, it's a powerful asset. In conclusion, the 1971 Roosevelt 1 dime without a mint mark in very good condition is more than just a 10-cent piece. It represents a growing opportunity in the rare coin market and holds a special place in American history, with collectors around the nation recognizing its value. Its market demand is only increasing. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a casual enthusiast, this dime is a treasure worth searching for. Keep your eyes open, your coins protected, and your knowledge sharp, because the next big find might already be in your hands. Next up, the Roosevelt 1 dime from the year 1985 with the P mint mark found in very fine condition. This isn't just any regular pocket change. This coin is creating waves in the auction market for its hidden rarity, collector interest, and rising value in today's coin collecting world. Stay with us as we dive deep into everything you need to know about this 1985 P Roosevelt dime and why it may be worth far more than its face value. Let's begin with the history and background. The Roosevelt dime was introduced in 1946 to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, whose leadership during the Great Depression and World War II made a lasting impact on the nation. His association with the March of Dimes, a campaign to fight polio, inspired the decision to feature him on the 10-cent piece. The design by John R. Sinnock became a classic in U.S. coinage, and since its introduction, the Roosevelt dime has remained in circulation with minimal design changes, making subtle varieties and condition-based rarities even more appealing to collectors. The 1985 P version, minted in Philadelphia, comes from a decade when coin production was high, but quality control and die varieties began to create scarce and collectible pieces. Now let's take a closer look at what makes the 1985 Roosevelt dime with the P mint mark such a standout coin. At first glance, it may seem like a regular dime, but this coin in very fine condition has qualities that elevate its value significantly. Sharp detail in Roosevelt's hair, clean rims, full torch lines, and the mint mark placement make this piece aesthetically pleasing and technically desirable. In higher grade very fine condition, the fields are clear, the devices are well defined, and there is minimal wear, adding to the coin's visual appeal. On top of that, collectors specifically look for strong strikes and minimal contact marks, which this issue offers in select specimens. Certain varieties also include slight die misalignments, doubled dies, or striking anomalies, which are highly sought after by specialized collectors. When it comes to rarity and collector demand, this 1985 PP dime is gaining serious traction. Although millions were produced, coins in very fine condition or better have become much less common in circulation due to years of use and handling. The scarcity isn't just about how many were minted, it's about how many have survived in such strong condition. That's what makes this coin a hidden gem. Collectors are now waking up to the importance of quality examples from the 1980s, especially from Philadelphia, where coins were often handled heavily before distribution. The demand for such coins is steadily increasing as more enthusiasts build complete Roosevelt dime sets with a focus on eye appeal and preservation. This is not a coin to overlook. So what is the current market value of the 1985 Roosevelt dime with a P mint mark in very fine condition? The numbers may surprise you. While its face value is $35,000, auction records and online sales indicate that very fine examples, especially those with sharp detail and minimal wear, are fetching prices well beyond their original denomination. Some sales have crossed the $300,000 range for standard very fine pieces, and those with special varieties or die errors can go as high as $450,000 or more, depending on the rarity. The market is heating up as more collectors focus on modern era coins, and the value of high-grade circulated dimes from this year is following an upward trend. For collectors looking to add this prized coin to their collection, here are some valuable tips. Always inspect the coin under proper lighting to evaluate wear and detail, especially around Roosevelt's hairline and the torch on the reverse. Look for full rims, clear date and mint marks, and any signs of doubling or die breaks. It's also smart to use a magnifying glass or coin loop to catch subtle features that could increase its rarity and value. Protect your finds by storing them in acid-free coin holders or slabs, and avoid cleaning them, as original surface luster is preferred by collectors and grading companies. Keep an eye on estate sales, old collections, and coin rolls, as many valuable 1985 PD dimes are still hiding in plain sight, waiting to be discovered. To conclude, the 1985 Roosevelt dime with the P mint mark in very fine condition stands as a shining example of how modern coins can hold extraordinary value when preserved well and studied carefully. This coin proves that rare doesn't always mean ancient. Even coins from the 1980s are now recognized as collectibles of high worth. Its rising market value, increasing demand, and potential for hidden varieties make it a smart target for both seasoned and new collectors. If you have one in your possession or spot one in the wild, treat it with care. You might just be holding a small fortune in your hand. Next up, the 1979 Roosevelt 1 dime with the Denver D mint mark, especially in good condition. If you think a single dime can't hold big value in today's market, think again. This coin is a shining star among collectors, and its growing popularity has made it one of the most talked about Roosevelt dimes currently in circulation. Get ready to discover the hidden fortune behind this small yet powerful coin that could be sitting in your pocket or tucked away in an old coin jar. But this is not just a coin, it's a piece of American history, and today we're going to uncover why it's in such high demand and how it continues to fetch impressive prices in the collector market. The Roosevelt dime was introduced in 1946 following the death of President Franklin D. Roosevelt as a way to honor his legacy. Designed by John R. Sinnock, the dime has become a symbol of American strength, perseverance, and national pride. By 1979, the dime had already been a staple in the hands of Americans for over 3 decades. But that year's Denver minted dime held something special. While the coin was produced in large numbers, only a select few have survived in excellent condition, making them a rare find today. The D mint mark on this coin stands for the Denver Mint, one of the most consistent yet often overlooked mints when it comes to small denomination coins that gain incredible collector value. Now, let's talk about the unique features that make the 1979 Roosevelt dime stand out in the numismatic world. The design still carries the iconic profile of Roosevelt on the obverse, with the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust" clearly stamped along the edge. What sets the 1979 D version apart is not just the clean strike and detailing, but also the sharpness of the mint mark, the clarity in Roosevelt's hair, and the even luster across the coin's surface. These features, in well-preserved examples, elevate the coin's value and make it a premium piece for collectors. Many examples from this year were struck with high precision, and when these coins are found in good or better condition today, they are immediately snatched up by savvy buyers who recognize their rising worth. Speaking of rarity, let's get into why this coin is in such high demand. The 1979 D Roosevelt dime may not be the rarest in terms of mintage numbers, but condition and survival rate are everything in the collector world. Dimes from this era were heavily circulated, and most have suffered from wear and tear. Finding a 1979 D dime in good condition, free of major scratches, with visible details and strong edges, is now a challenging task. Collectors are constantly searching for these pristine examples, and when one appears, it doesn't stay available for long. As more people enter the hobby and begin focusing on lesser-known but high-potential coins like this one, the competition for these dimes becomes even more intense, driving up demand and market value significantly. In terms of current market value, the numbers are impressive for such a small coin. A 1979 Roosevelt dime with a D mint mark in good condition can easily command prices from $170,000, depending on eye appeal, luster, and any unique strike qualities. Coins in even better condition, those classified as extremely fine or mint state, can go for significantly more. Some examples in certified high-grade condition have been seen selling for over $200,000 or more. For collectors, this coin is a must-have. If you're just starting out, or even if you've been in the game for years, the 1979 D Roosevelt dime should be on your radar. Check your pocket change, search your old jars, and dig into inherited coin collections. You might just have one of these valuable gems already. When looking to buy, always go for coins that show minimal wear, strong detail in Roosevelt's hair and torch flame, and a clear D mint mark. It's also wise to consider having your best finds professionally graded and encapsulated to preserve their value and appeal. This step not only boosts the coin's resale price, but also adds credibility to your collection when showing it to buyers or fellow enthusiasts. In conclusion, the 1979 Roosevelt 1 dime with the D mint mark is more than just a coin. It's a modern treasure. Its place in American history, combined with the increasing difficulty of finding it in great condition, has skyrocketed its value in today's action-packed collector market. As time goes on, the demand will only continue to grow, and those who recognize its potential early will be the ones who benefit the most. So whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, don't overlook this little coin. Next up, the 1977 Roosevelt 1 dime without a mint mark, especially those found in dirty condition, which are surprisingly turning heads in the collector's market. You might be holding on to what looks like an ordinary coin, tarnished by time and circulation, but let me tell you, this one might just be a hidden gem worth far more than its face value. Stay with us till the end, because this dime is making waves at auctions and in private collections across the country. The Roosevelt dime, first introduced in 1946, this coin was designed to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt after his passing. The design by John R. Sinnott has become iconic over the decades, with Roosevelt's strong profile on the obverse and a torch flanked by olive and oak branches on the reverse, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength. By 1977, these coins were being produced in massive numbers. But what makes the no mint mark version from that year so special is what we'll uncover next. Now, let's talk about the unique features of the 1977 Roosevelt dime without a mint mark. Usually, dimes struck in Philadelphia did not carry any mint mark prior to 1980, so a missing mint mark itself isn't shocking. But what adds to the rarity is when this no mint mark coin shows up in extremely unusual states. A coin in dirty or heavily circulated condition might seem unattractive to the untrained eye, but among collectors, this signifies authentic longevity, untampered surfaces, and can sometimes even point toward hidden errors or minting anomalies. Some of these dimes may have weak strikes, die cracks, off-center images, or plancher issues, increasing their desirability dramatically. Moving on to the rarity and condition factors, here's where the story gets more exciting. While many 1977 dimes are common, those without a mint mark in a dirty, uncleaned condition are now catching collector attention. Why? Because they often remain untouched, preserving any potential mint errors or original details that are usually lost in cleaned specimens. Collectors are now actively seeking out original surface coins, even in soiled or darkened form, as these often hide rare die varieties and double die obverse features. And when a coin combines both dirt and rarity, you've got something that stands out in the world of serious numismatics. Let's talk current market value in dollars. Depending on the condition and whether any hidden mint errors are found, a 1977 no mint mark Roosevelt dime in dirty but collectible condition can fetch anywhere from $10.00 to over $300.00, and in some auction settings, certain error coins from this year have even pushed well into the thousands. That's right, a dime worth $1,000 or more simply because of the right combination of error original surface and rarity. Coin dealers and online marketplaces like eBay and heritage auctions are seeing an increasing number of bids on these underestimated coins, showing just how much demand is growing. For those of you interested in this hobby or already a passionate collector, here are some essential tips to keep in mind. First, never clean your coins. A dirty 1977 Roosevelt dime might be worth more untouched than polished. Second, examine your dimes closely under magnification. Look for die cracks, doubling, or weak strikes that might indicate a mint error. Third, always store your coins in a safe, dry environment to prevent further damage, but avoid interfering with the coin's natural aging. And finally, Stay updated with the market trends. Values fluctuate, and today's common coin can become tomorrow's hot collector's item. In conclusion, the 1977 Roosevelt 1 dime without a mint mark, especially in dirty condition, is no longer just pocket change. It's a potential gold mine. This coin stands as proof that age, character, and imperfection can actually add value in the eyes of the right collector. The market is active, interest is growing, and coins like this are becoming harder to find. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, don't overlook that old-looking dime. It might just be the star of your collection. Next up, the 1973 Roosevelt 1 dime with the D mint mark, specifically in damaged or circulated condition, yet still holding surprising and impressive market value. This coin has been capturing the attention of collectors and coin enthusiasts across the nation and continues to shine in today's coin market with increasing demand. If you think damaged coins hold no value, think again. This dime is turning heads for all the right reasons. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946 following the death of President Franklin D. Roosevelt. It was created as a tribute to his legacy and his role in establishing the March of Dimes, which helped fight polio. The design features a dignified portrait of Roosevelt on the obverse with the torch of liberty, olive branch of peace, and oak branch of strength on the reverse. The 1973 version, minted in Denver, identified by the D mint mark, came during a period when coin production was booming, yet it managed to stand out due to certain unique traits that make it exceptionally collectible today. What makes the 1973 D Roosevelt dime truly special and desirable, even in damaged condition, are some of its unique features and production details. While many dimes were struck in vast numbers, only a limited portion from the Denver Mint ended up with subtle variations, striking errors, or age wear that collectors actually prize. In certain cases, misaligned dies, off-center strikes, or heavy circulation marks give the coin a story of survival that adds immense historical and collective value. The metal composition of copper-nickel clad, though common, becomes extraordinary when age, use, and character are visibly imprinted on the coin's surface. These imperfections, instead of reducing the value, often enhance its desirability in the market for era coin lovers and those who appreciate coins with a journey. Now let's talk about rarity and condition, two key factors that fuel the fire of collector demand. While the 1973 D Roosevelt dime may not be scarce in high-grade mint state, finding one with distinct damage that still displays key design features, clear date, and mint mark is far less common. Collectors are on the hunt for these unusual specimens, coins that tell a story of circulation yet remain readable and historically intact. The damaged condition becomes a badge of authenticity and endurance. The emotional value, mixed with the numismatic rarity, creates a strong pull in the collector market, pushing demand consistently upward. So how much is the 1973 D Roosevelt dime worth today, even in a damaged or worn condition? The numbers may surprise you. In the active collector's market, a circulated 1973 D dime with noticeable but interesting damage can fetch anywhere from $300,000 depending on the uniqueness of the wear and any additional striking errors. If the coin carries identifiable features like doubling, minting anomalies, or extraordinary patina, it may soar to $500,000 or more at auction. The demand is real and collectors are willing to pay premium dollars to add such distinctive pieces to their sets. For coins in extra unique damage condition, recent online auctions have recorded prices that surpass the expectations of even seasoned dealers. For collectors looking to tap into the value of the 1973 D Roosevelt dime, here are some helpful tips. Always examine your coins carefully, even those that appear worn or damaged. Look for dates, mint marks, and features that remain visible. Don't discard dimes with odd edges, off-center designs, or strong wear. These can be highly collectible. Store your finds properly to preserve their current condition, and always refer to auction results or consult experts to determine potential value. Networking with fellow collectors or attending coin shows can provide insider knowledge and opportunities to exchange or sell these valuable coins for top dollar. In conclusion, the 1973 Roosevelt dime with the D mint mark, even in damaged or circulated condition, is proving to be a surprising treasure in today's coin world. Its historical legacy, unique survival features, and rising collector demand are pushing its value to new heights. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a beginner just getting started, this coin offers a rare chance to own a piece of American history that continues to grow in popularity and price. So check your change, search through your old drawers, and you just might hold in your hand a small coin with a big story and even bigger value. Next up, the 1982 Roosevelt 1 dime with the D mint mark, especially when found in very good condition. This particular coin has stirred up massive attention in the collector's world and is now considered a hidden gem that's climbing rapidly in demand and market value. If you're lucky enough to find one in your collection, you could be holding on to a true treasure worth big bucks in today's coin auctions. The Roosevelt dime. First introduced in 1946, this dime honors the legacy of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who led the nation through the Great Depression and World War II. The dime was not just a tribute to Roosevelt, but also celebrated his fight against polio, making it a coin with both patriotic and humanitarian significance. The 1982 issue, struck at the Denver Mint, is part of this iconic series that has become a favorite for collectors around the world. What makes 1982 particularly special is that it was a transitional year in US minting, where various production anomalies and unique features turned some ordinary-looking coins into extremely valuable rarities. Now, let's look at the unique features of the 1982 D Roosevelt dime. At first glance, this coin might seem like any other from the 1980s, but upon closer inspection, you'll notice that the ones in very good condition have remarkably sharp details, especially in the torch, oak branch, and olive branch on the reverse side. These features symbolize liberty, strength, and peace. The portrait of Roosevelt on the obverse, when well preserved, shows incredible definition in the hairlines, facial structure, and the date. Some 1982 D dimes were struck with slight variations in the font, spacing, or even the sharpness of the D mint mark, making certain pieces stand out more than others and driving their value even higher among sharp-eyed collectors. Speaking of standing out, let's talk about rarity and condition, which is where the excitement really begins. Even though millions of 1982 D dimes were minted, finding one today in very good condition is not as easy as it sounds. Over the years, many coins have been heavily circulated, worn down, or simply lost to time. But when a 1982 D dime surfaces in excellent shape, with minimal wear, strong luster, and original surfaces, it instantly becomes a target for serious collectors. The demand is particularly strong for coins that maintain their original details and have been preserved without heavy scratching, discoloration, or corrosion. It's these rare survivors that catch attention in auctions and private sales, often sparking competitive bidding. So what is the current market value of the 1982 D Roosevelt dime in very good condition? In recent years, prices for this coin have surged due to increased interest in modern-era coin eras, transitional mintings, and low population varieties. In general, well-preserved examples of this coin can fetch anywhere from $100,000 or more, depending on the sharpness, luster, and uniqueness of the mint mark. In special cases, such as those that are almost uncirculated or have been graded highly by professional services, values can go even higher, especially when they feature errors like misstrikes or doubled dies. Coin shows and online marketplaces consistently see active trading for this specific year and mint mark, highlighting its high demand among collectors today. For those passionate about coins, here are some expert tips for collectors looking to find or value their own 1982 D Roosevelt dimes. First, always examine your dimes carefully, especially in pocket chains or inherited collections. You never know where a gem might be hiding. Use a magnifying glass to look for clear mint marks, strong edge reading, and signs of original luster. Store your coins in proper holders or sleeves to prevent damage. Building a strong knowledge of Roosevelt dimes and the specific details of the 1982 D issue can give you a real edge in the collecting world. In conclusion, the 1982 Roosevelt dime with the D mint mark is far more than just 10 cents. It's a piece of American history, a tribute to a great leader, and now a rare collectible that's catching fire in today's coin market. With its growing demand, historical significance, and increasing value, this coin is a perfect example of how everyday change can turn into extraordinary treasure. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just beginning your collecting journey, this is one coin that deserves your attention. So keep your eyes open, check your change, and who knows, you might just find a 1982 D dime that's worth far more than its face value. Next up, the Roosevelt 1 dime from 1980 with the D mint mark, especially in extra fine condition. This is not just a regular coin. This is a treasure in the hands of those who know its real worth. Collectors, enthusiasts, and investors are paying serious attention to this iconic dime as it gains more spotlight in today's action-packed numismatic market. If you're holding one or are lucky enough to find it, stay tuned. This coin could bring you an unexpected fortune. The Roosevelt dime series began in 1946, replacing the Mercury dime to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt's immense contribution to American history, particularly his leadership during the Great Depression and World War II. And his work in founding the March of Dimes. The 1980 D dime comes from the Denver Mint, a facility known for high-volume production. But don't let that fool you. Within that year's production hides a specific tier of quality and preservation that makes some coins shine in collector circles. Dimes from this year and mint in extra fine condition or higher are rapidly becoming prize additions to rare coin portfolios. Now, what makes the 1980 D Roosevelt dime truly unique lies in its sharp design and clarity. In extra fine condition, the coin showcases beautiful luster with only the slightest wear on the highest points of Roosevelt's profile, and a clean, well-defined torch, olive branch, and oak branch on the reverse, symbols of liberty, peace, and strength. The edges remain crisp, the legends are fully readable, and the overall appeal of the coin stands out in any collection. It's this sharp preservation of detail that elevates this coin far beyond its face value. In terms of rarity and collector demand, the 1980 D dime in extra fine condition is rising fast. While millions were minted, very few survive in the condition collectors crave: crisp, damage-free, and with original surfaces mostly intact. The rise of interest in Roosevelt dimes has pushed this date and mint mark into the spotlight. Many collectors now recognize that the value of modern-era dimes, especially those that retain mint-state details or near-mint quality, is climbing. And because most 1980 dimes were heavily circulated and worn down, finding one in extra fine or better condition is becoming more challenging with each passing year, adding to its rarity and investment appeal. Let's talk about current market value in dollars, and here's where things get even more exciting. In circulated grades, the coin might seem common, but in extra fine condition and above, values can jump significantly. Depending on eye appeal and if the coin is graded and certified by a professional service, collectors are willing to pay anywhere from $600,000 or even more. If the coin is near uncirculated or in mint state condition, prices can soar upwards of $800,000 or beyond, especially at auctions or among serious collectors who are building full Roosevelt dime collections with strict quality requirements. As demand for high-grade coins continues to rise, so will the value of these well-preserved dimes. Now, here are some valuable tips for collectors who want to make the most of the 1980 D Roosevelt dime. First, focus on condition. The better preserved your coin, the more desirable it becomes. Use a magnifier to check the detail on Roosevelt's hair, the torch lines, and the surface luster. Next, consider getting the coin professionally graded and encapsulated. This gives your coin certified authenticity and helps boost its market value. Also, always store your coins in non-PPC holders to preserve their condition. Keep an eye on coin shows, estate sales, and online marketplaces, because undervalued gems do appear and smart collectors know how to spot them before prices go up. In conclusion, the 1980 D Roosevelt 1 dime in extra fine condition is not just a piece of pocket change, it's a symbol of American history, numismatic beauty, and growing investment value. With demand rising and high-grade examples becoming scarcer, this dime is gaining recognition in the rare coin world as a must-have. If you're a collector, a history lover, or just someone looking for hidden treasure, this coin should be at the top of your watch list. So check your old change jars, search those coin rolls, and you might just discover a small coin with a big dollar future. Next up, the Roosevelt 1 dime, 1976 without a mint mark, especially when found in extra fine condition. This coin is not just a piece of history, it's a rare treasure gaining massive attention and value in today's coin collecting and auction scene. Let's begin with the history and background of this incredible coin. The Roosevelt dime series began in 1946 to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt after his passing. He was a beloved leader and also played a pivotal role in founding the March of Dimes, a campaign to combat polio. The 1976 version of this dime stands out as it was minted during the bicentennial year of the United States, making coins from this era particularly special and memorable. While quarters and dollars in 1976 were specially marked for the bicentennial, the Roosevelt dime continued its regular design, which makes the 1976 Roosevelt dime without a mint mark quietly rare and now highly sought after. What makes this coin so unique is the absence of a mint mark, which indicates it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. Most coins from this year and mint were produced in large quantities, but very few have survived in extra fine or higher grades without damage or heavy circulation wear. Coins in such pristine condition from this time period are now extremely desirable, especially for collectors who prioritize both rarity and eye appeal. The sharpness of the features, clarity of design, and overall luster in extra fine condition make these dimes visually stunning and historically significant. The rarity of the 1976 Roosevelt dime without a mint mark becomes even more apparent when you consider the condition. Collectors today are not just hunting for any 1976 dime. They're on the lookout for ones that maintain strong details, smooth fields, and minimal contact marks. These extra fine condition coins are scarce because most of them were used in everyday transactions and have worn down over the decades. The few that have survived in collectible condition are now making waves in the market, with increasing demand and limited supply driving up prices rapidly. Now, let's talk about the current market value of this incredible coin. In today's active numismatic market, a 1976 Roosevelt dime without a mint mark in extra fine condition can command impressive prices. Depending on eye appeal, strike quality, and demand during auction bidding, these coins can sell from $10, 0 cents, to $50, 0 cents, or more, with top-graded specimens going even higher. Dealers and auction houses are seeing renewed interest in high-grade examples of Roosevelt dimes, and the 1976 issue, especially without a mint mark, is one of the most watched coins in this category. It's not just a dime anymore, it's a potential hidden treasure sitting in someone's change jar or coin box. For collectors who are eager to add this stunning coin to their collection, here are some key tips. Always look for coins with crisp details, especially around Roosevelt's hair and the torch on the reverse. Make sure there are no major scratches or corrosion. Using a magnifying glass or a loupe can help determine the grade more accurately. Keep an eye on auction sites and coin dealer listings. These coins are being picked up quickly due to their increasing value and growing recognition. In conclusion, the 1976 Roosevelt 1 dime without a mint mark in extra fine condition is more than just a 10-cent coin. It's a historical artifact, a collector's prize, and a strong investment in the booming world of numismatics. Its combination of vintage charm, limited high-grade survival, and a growing collector base has placed it in the spotlight as one of the must-have coins in today's rare coin market. So check your change, revisit your old coin jars, and talk to fellow collectors, because this Roosevelt dime could be your next valuable find, and the demand for it is only growing stronger. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell icon so you don't miss our next video on the rare coins changing the market today. Keep collecting and keep discovering treasures.